Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
And today we're with the classic Johnnie Walker Red.
Yeah, so we literally just did the Jim Beam. So classic Jim Beam, classic Johnnie Red. We have to get around to them eventually. Why not now? They're on special. Johnnie Walker Red is, everyone knows, I feel like it's kind of pointless information. It's the highest selling Scotch in the world since, blended Scotch in the world since 1945. They sold like, I can't remember, it's like 237 million litres, or no, 700 mil bottles within a whole year, in 2016 or something. Making a ton. They're owned by Diageo, which is not surprising. Yeah. A niche that's Johnnie Walker because like it was originally created by John Walker. It's just the name and stuff has just continued on with the legacy. It originated out of like Kilmarnock and East Ayrshire and stuff out of Scotland. Just kind of unimportant now because of where it is now. Is like it's made in Scotland, but it's Johnnie. Like it's coming from, you know, it doesn't matter. Like it's all coming from different distilleries and stuff. But anyway, we'll jump into it. I haven't had this in so long.
I don't even think I've tried Johnnie Red.
You have. You've definitely tried it. Yes. When? I don't know. When we were young and just trying to get drunk on something.
I swear we always reach for like Jack when we were doing that though.
Maybe. No, we've definitely tried it at least once. I know I have. I'm like pretty sure you have. We definitely have. I just.
It's like a metallic.
It smells like the lid.
It smells like a metallic.
It smells like the lid. I'm getting that buttery malt that I get with all kind of like Space ID Highland Scotches, with way less character.
It's metallic.
It's got a weird like metal note to it. Yeah, definitely. It's not that bad on the nose for me. It's got that weird metal note, like you've licked you've licked a penny or something, but like it's got that buttery malt. It's just really subdued.
It's like a bit of honey as well.
Yeah, faint honey.
Yeah. The metallic notes are really up front for me though.
Me too, yeah. But
I'm struggling to get
it's
past
metallic sweet malt is what I'm getting. That's the like 90% of what I'm smelling. Maybe some like fruit.
It's like actual rust.
A little bit. I'm gonna taste it. It's kind of peaty. Like it's got some ash.
Ashy, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some ash in there. That's actually way better on the taste than the nose.
I actually really like that.
I remember like crapping on this ages ago, or like as in like in our videos talking, you know, from the past of when I've tasted it.
Yeah.
But like, this actually isn't as bad as and what a lot of other people make it out to be.
The nose is very fake.
The nose is very nothing.
It's
like very little at all.
I think it's like fake vanilla and all that that's causing that metallic.
I'm still getting a weird kind of metally, like I've licked the inside of a Coke can kind of thing. Like just I've got a little bit of foil. It's just like an aluminium leftover taste, but it is faint, but it is there.
For me, that's very faint. It's it's ashy. It's like
it's actually, look,
it's quite nice, to be honest.
That bit of peat in there, whatever it is, that ashiness helps it out a ton, because I think it
return to the nose after a sip. Have a sip, then return back to the nose.
That's what it smells actually now. Now it actually smells it. You did not smell it before. I think the peat, ash, whatever smoke, it's going to be peat, but whatever kind of addition from that they've put in has actually helped it quite a lot, because I think it's masked the metallic kind of taste on the palate, because when you get peated whiskey, you often get these weird kind of like burnt plastic, metallic, weird notes, but it makes sense with the way that kind of like flavor profile goes. Whereas like when you get it on something that's meant to just be sweet and smooth and malty, it kind of stands out. So the peat actually helps it out quite a lot.
It's sweet peat on the nose now for me.
It's still quite just like sugary and thin, but it's way more flavor than the Jim Beam. The Jim Beam that we just did. This is 3% more, so it's at 40%, which is, you know, rock bottom, but not in Australia. Rock bottom's 37%, which is what the Jim Beam was that we just did. But I don't actually equate it to the 3% difference. I think it's the whiskey itself. Yeah. This is much more body.
And you got to keep in mind, this is only $40.
$40 here.
Maybe $45.
And that's so it means you're going to get it in like America for like $12 or something. Alright, so I'm going to pour a bit of High Commissioner because from memory, it was quite similar in that it was like a very basic Scotch but with a bit of ashiness instead of like the typical malty funk. Getting just sweet toffee on this now, the Johnnie Red.
Yeah.
Now that's been open for a while.
Sweet, but there's also like more body behind the Johnnie Red.
This is smelling like curry. I don't know why. You gotta let it like sit in the glass for a bit and like kind of, I don't know, like inhabit the glass. Otherwise you just smell glass, like clean glass.
High Commission was a bit more peppery on the nose. Bit thin, bit pepperier. More paprika. More peppery. I still need a taste of those, so don't drink the whole thing.
Way sweeter. More peat. Way sweeter on the, like that's just sugar for me.
With a
more
hint
pepper.
of ash.
More pepper, this is more ash.
Yeah.
I prefer this. I prefer the Johnnie Red.
Yeah, so
surprisingly.
So pepper, thin and sweet.
Yeah. Ash, like also thin and sweet, but like a bit more malt character and stuff like that.
Nice. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else I want to say about Johnnie Red. I want to know again, like the Jim Beam, what is your stance on John Red? Is it like
John Red?
John Red. Is it
first name base?
Is Johnnie Walker Red something that you look back fondly on as something that you used to drink early on, and you can look at it fondly because it was, you know, something that got you there? Or do you look at it with disdain as it's like a cheap thing that you kind of abused and didn't really take into account and you don't like anymore? Like, what is your relationship with these kind of like massive budget brands been? Johnny, Jimmy, you know, stuff
I'm not gonna
like that.
I don't think I've tried this before. I
think he has.
I don't recall buying this at all. I might have drunk it.
You might not recall it, but you've definitely had it.
But going on what like your thoughts of this whiskey are.
This is way better than
I would, before I've tried this now, I would never think to buy this. I think it would just be the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah,
it's
like
absolute
like undrinkable.
But it's actually
not
quite enjoyable.
It's really not that bad.
Exactly.
There's some weird metallicness to it.
But that gives it like some interesting character as well.
I don't like it. I don't like the metallicness, but
I've got used to it. Like
the ash and the taste kind of hides it, so it's actually really not something I'm troubled by. But yeah, let us know what your kind of like stance on these big brand budget ones are, because I think it varies a lot person to person. I looked at it with disdain, now it's shifted, but I know people who are into whiskey but like still think quite fondly of Johnnie Red and, you know, Johnny Black and stuff as like something they drank initially before they really got into it, but they can still always enjoy just from nostalgia's sake.
And they can always afford it as well.
And yeah, exactly. I think that's Alright, thank you very much for watching this episode of Everything Whiskey. If you liked it, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.